I thought you meant you just turned it on. All right, I'm gonna clap.
One clap, dude. It's gonna.
Who's editing? Who's editing? Who's editing? I can clap. I'll clap, dude. I'll clap my ass cheeks together.
You're making it harder for yourself. That's all I'm saying.
I'll ice spice this fucking camera right now and
do it right
red
now.
eye it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I can't. There's not a listen, dude. I have been. Funny you say that though. I have been. Just gonna turn my
beating it to ice spice. So what you're saying?
Whoa, crazy sentence right there.
Crazy that I said that because you do.
No, that's just a wild sentence to say. But what I was gonna say was I've been doing at the gym recently. You know that like thing that a lot of women tend to do. It's like 12 incline, 3 speed for 30 minutes. I've been doing that for like a week, dude. My ass is getting fat.
What does this have to do with ice spice at all, dude?
I don't know. I just wanted to let everybody know that I'm getting a dumpy. And so if you see me posting ass pics on the gram, I need you to keep to yourself. If you see me if you see my dumper on your feed, say nothing but positive affirmations and positive wishes. And if I see any negativity, you will be blocked.
Yeah. We can cut this.
Welcome
to
You do it today. I always do
Welcome to the rabbit hole. We are here to fill your holes with pleasure and joy.
We're here to fill your holes with pleasure and joy. Amen.
Every hole you can think of, we'll fill it with.
Amen, dude. Couldn't have said it better
types
myself.
Of liquid, solids, you name it.
Anything.
So I am your host, Cam Tuar, with my co-host here,
and I'm your second host, Anthony Koz. That's K-O-Z. There's not a C involved, just the K's.
Contrary to popular belief, it's not C-A-U-S-E. It's K-O-Z.
It's not C-A-U-S-E. It would be C-A-U-S-E if you're stupid, but most people aren't. So that's just you, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
So Koz and I, C-A-U-S-E and I have this like Google Drive. Sorry. The tequila was coming up. We have this like Google Drive type of thing. It's called Notion, where we write our ideas in there. And I couldn't help but notice you have not put one fucking idea.
Oh, sorry. They're in my notes. I'm sorry.
Oh, you do have things written down, just not.
I have them, yeah.
Okay.
But actually, and you don't know about them, so this is even better.
Oh, that's a good point. Maybe I should just keep mine to myself. I mean, you don't look in the Notion anyways, so it doesn't
I don't even look at it because you're ugly.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was I don't even know why I said that. I don't even know why I said that. It was a knee-jerk reaction. Also, in case anybody's watching, you'll notice that we both have AirPods in today. That was my call. Now we just can't hear. I can't hear my own voice, but I could still hear Cam's, unfortunately. But
yeah, and
anyways,
went with the wife beater today. Wild choice.
Funny you say that.
Didn't you do this
actually
last week?
Because I might have. I don't know. But before we opened up here, I realized that I was wearing another wife beater, and I looked in the mirror. Or actually, I didn't even look in the mirror. I got down here, and then when I set my camera up, I realized, and I'm Italian, and this is the most stereotypical shit I've ever done in my life. I had a wife beater with a sauce stain, and I couldn't do that to my people. I had to change. I had to go. I'm not even kidding. I didn't even know.
Mamma mia.
Dude, you would have had to start calling me Tony, and we just would have had to go on from there because I wouldn't have been able to record with the sauce stain. It was.
Are you full Italian, like 100%?
No, I'm
Italian?
50 Italian and 50 Polish. I'm a little halfy. I'm a little half and half. I'm a little mixed. I'm a little mud.
Oh yeah, you did say you're Polish.
Yeah, I'm a little mixed.
Like
I'm a mixed
40,
breed.
Then 20 douchebag.
No, the douchebag is 100%. The rest is just 50-50.
So you're
100% piece of shit, 50% Italian, 50%. But the piece of shit kind of gets involved with the Italian in me. So,
gotcha.
No offense to my fellow Italians, but you're kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I kind of want to start off with one of your topics you wrote down mostly because I don't believe that you wrote down some topics, but also
the one actually is the most recent, and it's at the top of my brain, and I was going to bring it up anyways. Did you see the shit about the aliens that they brought up this morning? The alien debrief?
No.
There was so there was a debrief this morning. A lot of people probably know because this episode is 2 weeks late. I'm sure at this point the aliens are invading and probing our assholes. But for right now, we just know that they're around. Dude, I'm praying. I hope they knock on my door. I'm gonna be like, please come in. I'm gonna have candles lit up and a massage table.
Gallons of lube waiting. Yeah.
Gallons, dude. I stocked up in 2009.
I actually just ordered. Funny, I actually just ordered a tiny little thing of lube. For hold on, time out.
Dude,
don't even say anything. brake lubricant for my car.
Okay. I was
my
like,
rectum.
listen,
So
keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself.
I bought this tiny little tube. It was an 8-ounce tube, and it came in a big ass box, like the size of like I can't even, like 6 cereal boxes, I guess, maybe bigger. And it's a tiny little thing. Nothing else was in the box. I was kind of pissed off. You could have
said like 3 feet or 2 feet or something.
Yeah, 3. Damn, you get big cereal boxes down there. No,
well, you said
like
6 cereal boxes.
Yeah, like 6 wide.
Okay.
I used a really bad example.
That would still be
measurement.
Longer than 3 feet, but whatever.
I'd say, take like, I'm looking around for like
we don't listen.
Measurement.
It doesn't seem like your math.
It was a big box and a small thing of lube, and I was like, what did I order?
You thought they said you ordered a big tube.
I thought I got like 8 pounds, not 8 ounces.
Yeah.
I was like, too much lube.
Well, at the end of the day, it is multi-use, as you said before. So
yeah,
if you
some on the brake, some on the rectum. That's all. What were you gonna say though?
I don't remember. I was too focused on thinking of a lube joke, and then you cut me off.
No, you were talking about lube, weren't you?
I was talking about the aliens. Sorry, and you cut me off.
Yeah,
and then you were like, "I want them to finger my ass." Anyways,
I wanted to cut you off to give you a taste of your own medicine, see how it feels.
No, I deserve it. Absolutely, do it all the time. Anyways,
yeah, I will.
The aliens. There was a meeting today. The government.
Yeah, did you hear about the Sorry,
the legit government held a meeting. Listen, now, am I going to believe the government? I kind of want to. And I'm going to assume, because I've been thinking there's aliens out there forever. And the fact that somebody in a suit is proving my point, that's all I ever needed in life. And now, maybe not all I never needed. But anyways, all I never needed on the aliens. So,
when was the last time you wore a suit?
I don't know, probably a couple months ago, if I had to go to like a funeral or a wedding or something.
Okay. Yeah.
I've actually been to a lot of funerals this weirdly enough. A lot of funerals.
Sorry.
A lot of dead bodies. A lot of crying people. I get so uncomfortable at funerals, but we'll come back to that.
I really want to, because I also get uncomfortable. All right, aliens. Sorry, go ahead.
Aliens. These aliens. So anyways, blah, 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 blah. This guy was talking, and he was saying that they were basically, it was like a hearing, like the one lady was asking this guy, who I don't know his exact title because I didn't read it, but he works obviously close to, or knows people close to, or works in this area, and the government appointed him to talk and have this press conference. They were asking him a bunch of questions, and he was saying, we do have unidentified aircrafts that are not from this planet. There are bodies that they recovered of alien bodies, not from this planet, they're saying we confirmed it, and they said they confirmed it with over 40 plus witnesses with full testimony, full pages of testimony that there are aliens here. And they said they even have an interview with one, but I don't really believe that. But they said they had an interview with one, or not really an interview, but just kind of like a talk. And like apparently one in, I believe it was, they said he died in 1952, but oh my God.
What?
Shut the fuck up, Siri. Sorry. He died in 1952, and Siri just cut me off. It was like, I
thought your camera was overheating this time. I'm like,
no,
damn.
Sorry. Anyways, apparently this guy died in 1952, or this alien or whatever. I don't even know what to call him. They said he was a male, though, so I'll say guy. And they said this guy died in 1952, and there was an alien living in Los Alamos for like 10 to 20 years, and he landed here in like 1940 something, like probably close to like when World War II was going on. Crazy shit. And then when they asked him, there was a question that they asked where it was like, I forget the exact question, but she was like, can you confirm or deny that there are aliens currently living among us? And he just looks straight at her and says, I am not allowed to discuss that in public. So yes.
Who is this person? A random dude that we think...
a guy in the government who's high up, who works it's something intelligence. Something intelligence.
I was gonna say probably Area 50. You know how weird Area 51 is?
Yes, dude.
Nobody knows anything about it, and the only...
Yeah, dude.
Anytime like anyone tries to get close to it, they're like, dude, we're gonna shoot you or you're gonna blow up. Pick your poison.
I always wanted to I, for a while, thought I wanted to work for like the government so that I could work at Area 51. But then I realized if I knew that much information, I would not be able to not run my little fucking mouth.
Yeah, and you'd
my
be looking over your shoulder the rest of your life. You'd be like, wait.
Yeah, dude. And that would not,
Someone's
I can't
watching
live
me.
like that. I can't live like
Yeah.
that. They'd have to kill me. Like if I joined that branch, say at like 24, they'd kill me in months. It wouldn't even take a full year. I would just, they'd be like, and they would be like, and here's our alien Bob. And I would be like, no fucking way. And they'd be like, no cell phones. I'd take a selfie and post on Instagram immediately. I wouldn't even hesitate. I would go.
I wonder if it's anything like being a lawyer where you're like allowed to tell people you work with or
It's
talk
not.
to people
I feel like it
with,
isn't.
like,
I feel like when you work that high in the government, it's like shut your fuck. Like don't tell anybody. Like there's still like government spies or whatever that have retired that I've seen some of their videos on TikTok, and like they say a lot of stuff, but they only tell stories of the stuff that's been declassified. And even though they're retired, they're still not allowed to speak publicly about classified things. But you're fucked up if I'm not.
there's
dude.
no
I would tell my whole
fucking-
family.
Yeah, even if I'm
I
on
would
my
tell-
deathbed, I'd be like, all right, or what if I'm like, yeah, I guess if I'm on my deathbed or if I'm like deathly ill, I'm gonna say some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what are you
dude.
gonna do to me?
What? I'm sure there have been stories of people I think that have been on their deathbed and like said shit like this, but everyone was like, he's probably has dementia. Like the guy, like
I
they're
wonder
just like
if there's
he's probably
something
insane.
that, like, I wonder if it's super fucked up and they like your family would be in danger if you spoke.
If
Like,
you told
like if
them,
you if
Yeah.
no, if you went public with it, you like made a video, posted it, or like told a bunch of people and then just died. I wonder if anybody else would be in danger after that.
well, if they knew that you told those people, I'm sure, but obviously they won't know if you. If
I
they
always
don't
see this
speak
shit in
out.
movies, like someone saying too much and then dying, but I don't know if it's like, I feel like it'd be way bigger of a thing in real life. People would talk about it all the time, like, oh, this person died after saying this. I feel like it's happened, but not as much as like it would.
I feel like it's
I
more
don't
though.
know.
Like anytime I see those stories, like it's kind of like I kind of revert to like the whole like I feel like I always think in terms of like those shows that are on the air that's like looking for paranormal and like chasing Bigfoot. It's like, listen, man, it's been 8 seasons. Like what are you
I
doing?
mean, Ghost
You know?
Adventures was my childhood, though. Ghost Adventures was so fucking
No, some
good.
of that,
I fucking loved
some of
that
that shit's probably real because places are haunted, and I'm sure and stuff like that. But I feel like they definitely take it to another level sometimes that of stuff that wasn't real. I'm sure, but like the chasing Bigfoot thing, like that's how I always felt about
Oh,
aliens
yeah.
for a while. I'm like, listen, dude,
Get a
like
grip, bro.
they're like on season 21, and they're like, we are this close. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. It's been
Download
21
Tinder,
years.
bro. Find love or
Yeah.
something.
It's been 21 years. You're not
finding
finding
Bigfoot. Find a bitch, bro.
dude, for real, dude. For fucking
They
real.
see like a gorilla 3 miles away and take a picture of it on their Nokia. They're like, look
Dude.
at this. It has big
Yeah.
feet. It must be him.
Oh my god. I turned that on one time and I remember like they would like say that they saw something and then they would be like, sorry for the shaky camera. Our cameraman was horrified. Listen, buddy, this guy's been doing this for 15 seasons.
He's a
not vet.
cameraman. This
He's
is
not a vet
literally
by
his
now?
job.
He's not used to this. He's shaking the camera around like it's his first day. Fire
He's
his
scared
ass.
as if this isn't his fucking job to record Bigfoot when
Yeah.
he comes around.
Like he read the contract. He knows what it's about. He knows what he's in here for. And obviously that shows a bunch of bullshit, but I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
what aliens, that's my point was that's what anytime I hear shit like that, like I always immediately assume I'm like, do I believe there's aliens out there? Absolutely. Do I kind of think this guy might be a little insane? Absolutely. So I never really know who to believe.
Do you believe in hypnosis?
That I don't at all.
I don't know if I do, and I just find it so hard to believe. And there's got to be like, I don't know, because there's that thing like the one thing that made me believe it or not, was Howie Mandel. You know how he's like a huge germaphobe and he like wears
Yeah.
gloves to shake people's hands. Someone hypnotized him and made him
see that.
and made him shake someone's hand.
Okay,
And
that's
then he
a fair
came out in an
point.
interview, and afterwards he was like, "Yeah, I was not like I didn't know I did that, and I'm really pissed off that he made me do that."
Oh, okay. All right.
And
Well,
then
that,
I'm like, okay, I know Howie Mandel's been weird, and he showed like a an anal prolapse at some point
He
on
is
his,
like
on
a
his TikTok.
I unfortunately witnessed that at 8 a.m. But well, never mind. But I remember,
First
dude,
thing I saw in the morning.
I'll never forget that day. I see Howie Mandel post that. I don't follow him. First thing on my For You page, it has like 1 million likes. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, and there's just an asshole in my face.
Yeah, he's like Britney Spearsing it lately. Everybody thought he was in danger. Like everyone was like, "Wait, this must be a sign. Like wear blue in your next video if you're in danger." And then he wore blue, but like people said every color in the comments. They're like,
That's
wear
also
blue, wear purple.
That's also very funny to me whenever people say that. Like they'll comment it as if like if somebody was actually in danger, as if not the person that they're in danger from, like probably doesn't look at their TikTok comments. Like they probably do.
Yeah.
Like it's not like they show up in a blue t-shirt and they're like, "What are you doing?" They're like, just thought it was my color today." Wear blue.
Yeah, like,
they're
blink 20
out.
times consecutively if you're in danger. The person like holding them captive will be like, "What the fuck is wrong with your eyes, bro?"
Yeah. They're like, "Do you have a twitch right now? Is something you have something in your eye? Do you need to take your contacts out?" Oh my god.
No.
Anyways,
I wonder if there's laws behind if it's real. I'm sure
if
a lot of the people listening might have actually had it happen to them. I never did because I was scared of it.
Getting probed in the ass.
Be like, I thought it'd kind of be like anesthesia, where I say and do dumb shit while I'm doing it, and there's no control over me.
Oh,
if it's real, because I think I
couldn't imagine not being aware. Like somebody just hypnotizes me, and I'm not aware of what I'm doing.
I think it'd be similar to just it's like a hallucinogen type of thing. So like kind of like anesthesia, where it knocks or laughing gas where it just like absolutely it destroys your mind. And you're like,
I don't know, but like you kind of like I feel like you know, but you also don't know, and it's kind of like you're like in and out. I feel like it's probably more close to like
blacking out though.
Yeah, maybe like 2 Xanax and a tequila. Like that's probably what it feels like.
Yeah, but I mean, there's this time I had surgery, I would know. And then like my doctor
throwing it out there.
I have like
everybody's like that was weirdly specific. Everybody listen. They're like, what? I'm like 2 Xanax, a tequila, and half an Adderall crushed up my nose.
Yeah, I've been there. No, but there's this. I had this surgery, and my doctor or my surgeon like
was it life-threatening?
Vaguely, I don't know if it was real or not. I vaguely remember
the surgery,
cussing him out and calling him a cunt. I was like, because I was like this sweet little boy. I was like 12, I think, when I had this surgery, and I was like ripping into this guy. And I woke up the next day. I'm like, did I do that? Because I remember like being in the room. I remember like the number of bulbs in the light. It was 7, by the way, 7 bulbs, 7 bulbs in the light above me, and I just remember absolutely cussing him out. And then next time I saw him, it was a tiny bit of awkward tension, and I'm like,
oh, maybe
that did happen. So I'm wondering if that's what like hypnosis is like.
I don't really know, but I guess it could be. I feel like we would have to get somebody on who was actually hypnotized. Like we'd have to get a guest on and have them.
But the way Howie Mandel described it, it's like, yeah, I didn't know I did that until afterwards, and I like,
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy for real.
But what if you hypnotize someone and you're like, hey, go kill that dude? Who's liable? No, but who's liable? That's what I don't understand. Because you're technically like you're not under the influence of anything. You're not under the influence of any third.
I mean, the hypnotist would have to be involved in some way.
I mean, if I just say like, yo, cause go like punch that person, you go punch him. Am I liable? Like, hypnotizing aside, am I liable? You're the one
hypnotizing aside. It's the whole point of what's going on.
All right. So hypothetically, say we just meet up and I'm like, yo, cause punch that dude, and you punch him. You are the one that inflicted the damage. You could be like, oh, he told me to.
No, that would be like spiking somebody's drink and be like, well, they fucking drank it. I mean, I didn't do anything. Like that's the same. It's the same premise.
What do you mean? No,
like you did something to them to make them act a certain way. Like if you spike somebody's drink and then they ended up like
no, but it's just telling someone.
Yeah, but it's still.
It's not like I'm like slapping you across the face and saying like, oh yeah, he told me to do that. Go beat him up.
Wait, are you saying without hypnotizing them?
any hypnotist or anything. I just say,
Oh.
"Hey, Cause, go slap your mother," and you slap her, and she gets pissed at you.
Oh,
and you'd be
okay.
like,
I didn't understand the question. Then yeah, obviously then I think it would be the person's fault because they actively decided, "Hey, I want to go and punch this person in the face," no matter what you said.
"Is hypnosis the same way?" Because it's
No,
not, like,
hypnosis, I
proven.
feel like it's the hypnotist's fault, but if they're not hypnotized, then it's the person who inflicted the action.
But there's nothing in someone's brain saying like, "Oh, I was like possessed, so this did it." There's no like scientific proof or whatever.
That's like listen, we're getting meta right now. I don't even fucking know what's going on.
Too
You're like asking. You're
way
asking
too
me,
many
like,
rabbit holes.
You are asking me PhD level questions when I'm literally sitting here with my AirPods in, a bottle of tequila next to me,
in a wife
in my parents' basement in a wife beater. You are asking me questions that are
that's a good
above,
point. Yeah, my fault.
far
my fault.
above my current pay grade.
Speaking of surgeons, though, I went to the doctor the other day for a regular checkup. By the other day, I mean yesterday. This happened yesterday.
Yeah. They grab your balls and make you cough?
No.
Oh, what? That's like a standard. I'm sorry.
No, it was so I was like pulling in, and
Not
there's like
pulling
a
out.
lady. There's a no pullouts. I was pulling into the parking lot, and some lady was like standing on the side of the street. I'm like, oh, she's just standing there. She's not going to cross the sidewalk in front of her, or the crosswalk in front of her.
Yeah.
So I keep driving. Then she like jumps in front of my car, and I'm like, oh fuck, maybe she was gonna pass. So I slam on my brakes, and my brakes are like fucked up right now. I'm getting them changed, so it sounded like metal on metal. It was like screech, and she fucking. And she comes up to my window. I'm like, oh, she's gonna rip into me. And she just gets in my fucking car.
What? No.
She gets in the passenger seat, and most people would be like, get the fuck out. But I just look at her, and I'm like, what's going on?
Why did you lock the
I was
doors?
just thinking, no, and she's just
Why were
sitting
your
in my
doors
passenger
unlocked?
seat. Because I was about to get out. I was in the parking lot. I'm like, nothing bad will happen. I'm in a hospital parking lot. What's the worst that could happen?
You pre-unlock? What are you like a pre-cum? You were like, oh, I'm almost there. Let me unlock the car.
I was in,
What?
No, but I was like pulling in, and she like jumped in front of my car, and I almost hit her. I'm like, I mean, if there is one place I'm gonna hit her, might as well be here. But I did stop in time, and she gets in my car, and she's just sitting there. And then I look in my rearview mirror. I drive a Honda CRV, and there's a Honda CRV behind me. I'm like, oh,
she thought you were the Uber. Oh
no, because I have my phone thing on my dash and everything. Like I have a little mount
you look like
on
an
my
Uber.
vent, so I look like an Uber driver. But I just didn't say. I like was about to explain it, and then she just screamed. She's like, ah! And just opens the door and like runs away as if I fucking like pinched her and tickled her. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening,
dude? That is so funny because I thought she just like didn't have an Uber, and like because you almost hit her, she just hopped in your car and was like, "Fucking take me where I'm going." Fucking do it. Yeah,
either
you almost
I call
hit
my
me.
lawyer or you drive me home.
You drive me home. I thought she was just like assuming you almost hit her, and her thanks for not hitting her and not suing would be driving her home to her house.
No, I think like her jumping in front of my car was her like trying to stop, like, hey, it's me. I'm the person you're picking up for Uber. And she gets in my car. I'm so shocked that I didn't let anything out. I didn't say a single word. I was just like letting it happen. I'm like, I just shrugged it off. I was just like I mean,
Dude.
she looked like a sweet little old lady, so I wasn't gonna like be like,
Yeah,
get the fuck out. I'm in danger.
That's fair, but those sweet old ladies, sometimes they're strapped, bro. You never know.
Yeah, so am I though. Got that strap on, old fucking. What do you have in your notes for
what's in my
stuff?
nose?
Notes, jackass. NOTES.
Oh, I had something else to say. Anyway, sorry. I was trying to formulate words.
Fucking aliens again.
No, it's not about the aliens.
Oh,
it's anyways, so I had you were talking about your doctor, and then it reminded me of a story of when I was like pretty young, like I was like 12, right? So this was right around the time where they start asking you like the sex questions, right? because for some reason they're assuming that like every 12-year-old is just like getting laid. And
Dude,
I don't
those
know
are
why.
still awkward to this day, and I'm fucking
No,
23.
I
I'm like,
agree. But the issue is, honestly, what's even worse now being over 21 is when they're like, how many drinks do you have a week? And then I still have to lie.
dude, no, I had to fill out a form. I had to fill out a form. It was like, how much alcohol do you have per year? And it was like once a month, or no, occasionally, once a month, twice a month, or once a week. I'm like, is there an option for more than that? Like twice a week? Is that an option?
Don't ask that. Never ask that.
No,
Never
I
ask.
put like once a week, but like that makes it sound terrible.
They probably took you to the side and were like, listen,
dude,
we have
there's
a
not a
program.
single person over the age of 21 unless you're like whatever the fuck it's called, abstinent, or is that with sex? Abstinent, like non-alcohol. You don't drink any alcohol.
I mean, I think that still applies for alcohol. Abstinent just means that you don't do something. So
yeah, I get. Yeah, I mean, unless you're like that, anyone over the age of 21 is having like a beer in 1 week, like one beer in 1 week.
One drink in a week. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
if somebody's
like
not
any
having,
amount of drinks.
If somebody's not having a drink every week and they're not popping pills, otherwise they just, I mean, they're living in
I need to
Wonderland.
see a day in the life video of.
They must live in Wonderland because they're just their day in the life probably just looks so boring.
No, even if you're filthy rich, I feel like you still drink. You just drink more expensive shit.
Yeah, or smoke weed. You got to have a vice. You got to have a vice.
Have something.
You got to have something.
Even if it's money.
At 7 p.m. every single night.
Most expensive. All right. Anyways, sorry. I cut you off again. Go ahead.
Anyways, long story short is that I was 12 years old. I was in the doctor's office. It was the first time I ever got asked this question. And also, as you guys know, I have ADHD, so I tend to zone out a lot. And the doctor asked me, are you sexually active? I didn't hear the question really, and I was also kind of zoning out. And for the previous questions, it was just like yes or no. And he said it. I looked at him for like 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, just staring at him because I was trying to process the question because I didn't really hear it. And I just looked at him and I go, I don't know. And the doctor was writing the whole time, never even looked up at me. He stops and goes, what? And I go, I don't know. And he goes, have you had sex recently? I go, oh, no, I haven't. I have not. I have not. No, I haven't. I'm sorry. I was like, no, I have not. I have not done that. And he's like, okay.
And that's what he diagnosed you with ADHD.
Dude, right? And then he stopped and he was like, maybe we need to talk to a psychiatrist.
No, funny you say that. That I just have bad experiences at like all hospitals with all doctors because the same time this lady got in my fake Uber, my Uber car, like when I actually got into the doctor's appointment, they you know how I'm on like anxiety pills right now, so they gave me like this sheet. They gave me this sheet to like fill it out just to see how I was going or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's like one side of the sheet was depression, which I don't have. I just have anxiety. I freak out. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, but I'm not.
Same.
So one side of the sheet was depression, one side was anxiety. I filled out the anxiety one normally. I'm like, oh, it's like the same numbers as it was last month, whatever. Then the depression one, I read it backwards. So it was like, so it was like, how many times a week do you feel like dying? And it was like,
you were like every day.
Like every day. But I thought it was like not at all. So then my doctor, or like I give the sheet to them, they walk out. Then the doctor comes in and he's like, "Here's Kathy. This is our psychiatrist." I'm like, "Uh-oh, did I fail the exam?"
I'm sorry. This isn't. By the way, for everyone, this isn't like funny. On like if this is actually happening to someone, it's just hilarious because you didn't know.
It's hilarious because it's an accident. Like this wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. And they're like, "This is Kathy. Do you need to talk to her privately?" I'm like, sure. Like, what do you want? I'm like, Kathy, what? Because I also like barely know what a psychiatrist is. I'm like, oh, I mean, yeah, we'll vibe a little bit. We'll talk about life. We'll have a good time. And I was like, well, if you don't mind me asking, why is she here? Is this just like a little, like, does everybody have this happen? Does everybody meet Kathy?
No. Nobody's ever met
And they're
Kathy
like,
in 15
well,
years.
Yeah,
Nobody.
Yeah.
Kathy has been in her office since 2001.
Yeah, she has like dust on her clipboard.
She's like, somebody needs me. They're like, somebody put 10 for every question. She's like, oh my God, it's never happened.
and yeah, my doctor's like, well, your results, it just came out of nowhere. We thought the things we were giving you were working. And I'm like, yeah, they are. What do you mean? And she's like, well, it says here you want to die every day. And I'm like, what?
What was
we
it like?
figured it out. Like, I didn't have to end up talking to her. We figured it out. I'm like, oh, I read that wrong. They're like, oh, okay.
Wait, so just to was it like 1 to 10 and you were like 10, 10, 10?
It was,
Like,
I think it was 1 to
was?
4. It was like not at all, occasionally, like twice a week, and then, like,
you didn't
every day.
read the thing under the number. You just were looking at the numbers. Oh.
So I figured
crazy.
that, like, yeah. I figured that, like, I don't know. Usually, I mean, to me, it's like the higher the number, the better. Usually,
you're like, they come in and you're like, you mark 10 for everything. You're like, yeah, absolutely.
Heck yeah, I want a 10 out of 10 on this test, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to fail the test.
The doctor's like, do you feel this way? You're like, I feel like a 10 every day.
And yeah, but in reality,
oh my God.
Oh yeah.
What's funny too is, like, I don't believe that. I think you're probably the first person to ever do that, because I remember when I was going through my severe psychotic break, I'd still, like, even when the doctor knew, like, she was prescribing me like hella medications just to get me back on the right track. And I remember the doctor was like, I would walk in and, like, she already knew all this. I already had, like, my full mental collapse, like a panic attack so bad I was in the hospital. And then she looks at me and goes, how you feeling? I go, honestly, pretty good. And she's like, what? I go, sorry, it's a knee-jerk reaction. And I was like, I was like, I feel great. She's like, what? I go, sorry, that's just what I always say.
No, I feel horrible.
Like,
never been worse.
I was like, I'm actually feeling pretty good. She's like, really? The medication's working? I go, oh, not at all. And she was like, why'd you say that? I go, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if anybody says, hey, how are you? You're not going to say bad. How are you? You're going to say good. How are you?
I would always treat my doctor the same way, but obviously when you're on like 15 medications, you have to be honest.
Oh God, no, this is another bad thing. I just have bad stuff happen.
No, keep it, dude. Man. The 2 stories that you told I've almost pissed myself. If you got another, please.
This one's
just
dumb on me. So these glasses I'm wearing, right? They're blue light, not prescription.
Not prescription, and that's why I make sure I don't wear my glasses anymore.
I know, because so we're not twinning or whatever. I would never wear a wife beater on a podcast though.
That's why I always know it's a good. That's why I always know I could go with the wife beater. Do you even own one?
Also, side note, I'm 23. This is my pediatrician. I was supposed to transfer before.
You still go to your at 23. You walk in and there are moms probably breastfeeding their newborn child, and you're like, "Yo, I got the 330."
I haven't seen a child over the age of 6 there, man. And they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, my son's in there."
Dude, everybody in that no office probably knows you by first name.
No, I finally got.
They're like, "Here's Cam."
Here's the tall, skinny kid again that shouldn't be here. But no, I finally got transferred over, like, just now after this past appointment with the whole shenanigans with the Uber lady and the. Oh, there's another thing.
To your defense, though, I'm sure nobody in there even bats an eye because you do look 17.
Yeah, I mean,
they're
I guess
probably
so,
like, just a 17-year-old coming in.
Yeah, like, it's his
you're
last
like
year
hungover,
here.
walking through the door.
They're like, oh, it's probably his last year here. I'm like, nope, been here for 5 years.
It's been my last year for 5 years, actually.
Yeah.
They're begging me to leave.
There's like, there's literally, like, my girlfriend is having the same problem because she lives with me now, and she's been trying to get an adult doctor, and she can't, like, not in the town over, not in the 2 towns over.
An adult doctor is just the funniest shit I've ever heard. Sorry, go ahead.
I know, I can't think of the name of it. What is it? What the fuck is it?
I don't
called?
know. I mean, you could have just said like a new doctor, but
a new
adult doctor
yeah.
was hilarious.
Not a pediatrician. But yeah, we've both been trying, and I got a voicemail. They're like, "Oh, we have like 5 adult doctors available. Cam, call us back immediately." And I called back in 7 minutes, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have any. I don't know, like who left you that voicemail." And I'm like, "Well, please? And they're like, well, there's this one lady we can fit you in with. And I'm like, I guess so. I don't really want a lady doctor. Like
the front office just started gaslighting you. They probably lady probably sent the message out 7 minutes ago, and then you were like, "Hi, there's 7 doctors available," and then she was like, "What are you, fucking stupid?"
No, I'm dead ass about to pull up this voice. They left me a voicemail, and
oh yeah, oh my god.
Okay, yeah. So
sorry.
Hi, good afternoon. This message is for Cameron from Blank Medical Group. It was requested by Dr. Blank to switch you over to an adult medicine. So if you want to give us a call, we have some providers that opened up, and there's some typos because it's a voicemail.
Yeah, I got you.
And they go really fast. So otherwise, give us a call back immediately. I called back. This was at 1:19 p.m. I called back before 1:30. And they're like, yeah, we don't have any. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude, what's so funny about that voicemail too is didn't it say requested by your own doctor?
Yes, my old doctor is like he's been trying to get rid of me for a year. Like, I remember when I was 18, like about to go to college, or 17, about to go to college. He's like, yeah, we'll transfer you over, but you might have to wait like a few months before getting in. Then 5 years later, he's like, yeah, we'll transfer you over. And I'm like, yeah.
He probably thought
see you next year, doc.
He probably thought you were gonna do it yourself, and then he's just like, it's been like probably after like 4 years, he's like, can we get this fucking kid out of here? Like he took matters into his own hand. He probably told the lady at the front desk, he's like, please call someone.
He's like, this dude is like 3 months out of buying a house. He's better have a mortgage.
He can rent a car in 2 years. Get him the fuck out of my office.
And I'm supposed to be dealing with breastfeeding babies. Like,
oh my
god. But I can't remember. No, is that an eye doctor? No, they do the eye test there, right?
You got a little dual action happening.
Yeah, they have like the thing on the wall, like the letters, and you have to tell them what letter they do.
Oh well, every doctor had. I thought you meant they had the pull
no,
down.
Not that like prescription thing. But
okay.
my right eye is fucked up. I think it's a little crooked. People always comment that I have a little bit of a lazy eye. This right eye, like I can't see as well out of it. Like if I close my left eye, I can't see as well. So I should get glasses, because most people, like, if they need glasses, one eye is different than the other. But they always do my good eye first, so I memorize what the letters are that I say. And then they switch it over, and I'm like, yep, A, D, R, 3. That's not a letter, but I think they make sense.
You're fucking yourself, but also, I'm honestly wildly impressed that you could remember like 8 lines of letters.
I have the memory of a fucking genius, dude. Like I'm dumb as hell, don't get me wrong, but if you're like no, I read the serial number to my mom's treadmill when we got it in like 2011, 5608121210005223. That's it.
Now,
and I can't prove it, but like try to say that many numbers like that fast in a row.
What's crazy is I don't even know the first number you just said.
5608121210005223. You could play it back. I said that exact number.
5601.
Nope,
okay.
5608.
In a minute. Oh fuck! I was about to say in a minute. Ask 5601. Ask me, and I already got it wrong. I was about to say like wait 5 minutes and then ask me, and I already got it fucking wrong.
All right, go. What is it?
5608. 4? No,
there's not a 4 in the whole last thing, man. 560812. I can't even say it. I can't breathe, dude. You said that so confidently. 4?
There wasn't a 4 in the whole thing. Not the whole thing. There wasn't 1 4. Not 1. What is it?
5608121210005223.
Nothing even sounds like a 4. It wasn't even like I mixed up a number.
All right, go. What is it? What is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
First four.
5 6 0 8 2.
No.
Don't tell me there wasn't a 2. There was a 2, wasn't there?
There was. Yeah, there was.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Tom Brady.
Oh fuck, I don't even know his number right now.
Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not good with numbers. I know names of people. I actually probably the only professional athlete that I know their number right now that's not like super famous is Austin Reeves, because his nickname is AR-15 and his number is 15. And that's the only reason I know it. I wouldn't know it otherwise.
CP3? Not even CP3, dude.
No, I said not super famous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like obviously
he's getting super famous.
Major athletes, like I know LeBron was 6 and 23, and I know that obviously, but
you don't know Tom fucking Brady.
I don't know NFL numbers like at all, because like I feel like when you're watching basketball, there's always a lot of close-ups of the front and the numbers on the front, so you see it a lot. But I don't look at the back of the jersey. You know what I'm saying? Football doesn't have the number on the front. Wait, basketball doesn't have the number on the front. Listen, I don't know what's going on right now.
No, it does. It does.
They do, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. I don't even know what's happening. I can't even. That's, oh my God.
All right, what are the numbers?
That's the clip of the episode right there. Or I can't. Don't stop asking me. I already forgot the first four. I don't even know.
First four, go.
5, 6, 08, 5.
No.
All right, we're done. We're done. We're done.
No, but my point is, like, I memorize. I'm like crazy good at memorizing numbers. Like in 6th grade, I memorized 227 digits of pi just so I could win a pie because I really wanted a pie.
I don't listen, and I'm saying this as a friend. You might have autism. Like, and that's not even. I'm not even saying that.
I swear to God,
to be rude.
I'm not as good at it anymore as I used to be. Like I just randomly remember like the treadmill thing, because my mom would always be like, "What's that serial number, Cam? Show it off to my friends." And I'd be like, "Yep, 5608121210000523." But other than that, and other than pi, because I really fucking wanted a pie in 6th grade, that's all I really.
But
memorized.
You clearly prove that if you actively want to know something, you will. Like earlier in your story, you were like, there were 7 light bulbs on the ceiling, and I almost was like, that might be enough for an appointment to the psychiatrist. I was like, that right.
Now you're like, there it is.
I wasn't sure.
There's the tism.
And then you repeated the exact serial number, and I was like, no, he's got it for sure. I was like, no, for sure.
No, I'm somewhere on that spectrum, probably.
Oh my God.
Up or down. No, not in like a bad way. Like, I mean,
no, not in a bad.
Weird.
I'm not saying it in a negative way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to say, like, I didn't mean to be like, oh, I'm on the spectrum.
Most people aren't running around with a serial number in their brain.
That's what. And it was when I was like 11 too.
That's honestly impressive to me, because that's one of the actually like traits, I guess you could say, or like symptoms of ADHD is like the short-term memory recall is very bad. So like I'll randomly remember shit from like 8 years ago, like in a very specific manner, but it's almost like my brain needs to like upload everything first. So when I hear something, like somebody will look dead at me and be like, "Hey, I'm Jake." And I'll be like, "Hey, I'm Anthony." And I will walk away and I'll be like, "Holy fucking shit, what was their name?" Like I just walk away, immediately forget it. Somebody tells me their number.
4 hours later, you'll be like, "Oh, right, Jake."
No, 3 months later, I'll be like, "Jake! Oh my God." Like I'll just be laying.
I think that's probably what I have then, because like if you asked me what I did today, I would stutter. I'd be like, cereal, I would have no idea.
Oh my God.
Like if you ask me like the details of like the last time I broke my foot, I could tell you like easily, because it was like 6 years ago. I don't know.
Crazy. Well, that was also semi-traumatic. You tend to remember those moments more. But anyways.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say the serial number of my mom's treadmill.
Yeah, that's definitely traumatic. Not. Yeah, unless something happened on that treadmill that you don't want to share. Did you have it on high speed and then you put your face on it?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
No, nothing. It was a bad joke. I'll cut it in post.
I actually know that I heard something about my face on it, but there actually was I got my face really badly scraped up because I fell on a treadmill, and it was like,
oh, that was my exact question. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, and it was like next to a wall. It wasn't my treadmill; it was a different treadmill. But
next to a what?
Like, it was next to a wall. Like it was
right. Assuming that nobody's gonna be stupid enough to fall and slam into the wall.
No, I
But
mean,
you
I
were.
don't think, in general, I don't think a treadmill should be up against the wall, like with the back against the wall, because if you do fall, you could like fucking wedge your foot between the wall and the rotating
Yes, but
track.
in the treadmill's defense and the people's defense, you are supposed to wear the safety thing where if you do fall off, it cuts the
Right.
treadmill off.
Yeah.
But
I
nobody
was at
does.
this little
Never
Christmas
met
party,
someone
and
who wears it.
I was like 8 years old at a little Christmas party with a bunch of other 8-year-olds, and we were all like jumping around. We put on like the highest speed, then I fell, and nobody had the safety thing on, and I was just, my head was just getting crunched. I was screaming, and there was like sandpaper on my cheek, like
Oh my
over
God.
and over and over. There's like a
You're just
streak of
kidding.
blood, and everyone's like laughing. I'm like, guys, do you not see what's happening?
You probably came home with like skid marks on your face, and you're like, your parents were like,
Yeah, it was
Cam,
bad.
are
No,
they
it was
really your
actually pretty
friends?
bad.
They probably thought somebody like ran you over with their bike. They were just
No,
giving you
I'm
tire
not-
marks on your face. Oh my God, that's such a, oh my God, I just remembered a story. My sister,
Go for it.
we were very young. We were like, shit. I was probably 10, maybe. My sister would have been like 8. No, she would have had to been older than that. So like she was probably 10. I was probably like 11 or 12, or I was 12. She was probably 10. I was probably 12. And my dad, we passed this garage sale, and this guy was selling like these really old electric scooters for super cheap. And my dad was like, oh shit, he had his truck with him. And I was coming home from baseball, I remember that day. And he was like, shit, let's grab him, throw him in the back of the truck. Like they just needed like some work. And my dad was like, I'll fix him up and we'll get him going. I was like, sweet. First fucking day we had him. For some reason, one of them started working first, but the other one needed a replacement battery, which we didn't know. So we were still waiting for that to come in. But I was like, oh, I want to take that one out for a spin. And so my sister was like, I'll follow you on the bike. But then she started fucking around. And the problem was that these electric scooter systems were so old. You go faster on a bike. Like you could go far faster on a bike. It was the convenience of just riding the scooter around. So my sister thought it would be funny to just tailgate the fuck out of me. And I started freaking out. And I was like, get off. I was like, get away. Get away. I was like, I'm going to fall. Get away. And I start freaking out, and I keep looking back. We're going down my alley. I didn't realize that I was looking. She was like really close behind me. I kept freaking out. I look around. I lose control. Head on, full speed into the side of my garage. And I didn't hit my head, but the entire bike, like it just douche, and then the back came up and then slammed me in the ass. And there was a skid mark from like the ground all the way up to about my chest going up the garage because the thing went and then fell and then it dropped and then it went and then my dad comes out of the garage. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, she was tailgating me. It wasn't my fault. And I slammed into the side of the garage. It was so loud. It sounded like a gunshot when I hit it because I was going full speed.
Does your dad listen to this?
Maybe? I don't know. Probably
I want
not.
to meet your dad. I feel like he's the same as you, but like older.
No, he's actually not like me at all. He's actually very, like, he was more like school oriented. Like when he was like when I was in school, like I would always leave homework to like last minute or just like I wouldn't do it. Or like it would just take me like forever. And he would be like he used to be the kid that would like get home on Friday and be like, oh man, I can't wait to knock out all this homework before Saturday.
That's crazy.
And I was like, dude, I think I'm adopted.
I respect people
that
that do that, but that's crazy to me.
No, dude. And he was doing that in like, whenever the fuck, 1939 or something.
Yeah.
My dad's not that old. That's just a joke. But he was doing that way back when. Like he probably was listening to like Queen on vinyl doing math.
Dude, Queen's sick though. I still
Queen's
listen to
fire,
Queen.
but on vinyl. He had the album. He didn't have Spotify. He didn't have CDs.
It's crazy that vinyl's still popular. Or maybe it had a comeback or something, but
it's because the aesthetic. It's because it looks cool.
yeah.
That's why CDs.
I was gonna say like CDs are never gonna.
That's why they went on a style because nobody's like, look at my CD collection.
Yeah.
The fuck? Okay, dude. Do you also have a collection of like mothballs in your back seat? I mean,
Yeah.
what else are you collecting? I don't want to
Collection
know.
of baby teeth? Like
They probably have a fucking ant farm in their home when you walk in.
dude. I used to
actually
like
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like ant farms. Like I never
You like them?
I wouldn't like get one, but I think they're fucking sick. Like the idea of them.
Full transparency. If you buy an ant farm, this is over. I can't be friends with somebody who owns an ant farm.
Dude, there's that like fucking Disney
Get an
Channel show
aquarium or
called
something.
Ant Farm.
Yeah, but that was not.
No, I think they're
they didn't
disgusting.
That wasn't even
but
about
I think it's sick.
the insect.
I think the idea of an ant farm is sick, where they just fucking you like throw
yeah,
a
it's
bunch
sick
of ants.
inning. I think you forgot a couple letters.
No, you throw a bunch of fucking ants in a pile of sand, and they just make a whole ass like tunnel, and they like find food, and they sacrifice some ants when they piss them off. Have you seen that?
I have seen that, and it's crazy. But what I was gonna say, oh my god, and ant farm. That's so funny that I brought that up, and then we started talking about it because my first ever podcast that I started, like when I first doing comedy ever, this was in high school. I was like going into senior year. My first ever episode, I remember vividly the joke that I did, and it was about how if somebody owns an ant farm, that's serial killer behavior. And I remember the joke exactly because I was like, oh my God, I was like, if you own an ant farm, you probably also have bodies in your basement because nobody's walking into your home. Like buy an aquarium, buy something else. But having an ant farm is just so like you have a head in your freezer. You don't just own, like it's honestly, it starts with you. It's not even like you get an ant farm and then you start killing people. You started killing people and then you were like, it would be nice to have ants around. Like that's like just sickening behavior. Anyway, sorry. I just thought that was a fun full circle moment that when I started way back when and now we're here. And anyway, sorry.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, that would have been.
Look how far you've come.
When was that? 3 years ago. 3 years ago.
Yeah, look at that. And you're still doing podcasts to this day.
Yeah, dude. It's the white in me. I can't stop. I'm just a white dude. You put a microphone in front of my face and I can't stop. I want it. I want it in front of my face every single week. I have so much to say.
Top three, bottom three. Top three, bottom three.
Oh my God, dude. I didn't even realize how far we went.
Yeah, this has been like 53 minutes or something.
Yeah, I'll save the rest of my notes for next week.
Yeah.
Damn.
Top three, bottom three. This is the segment where we list the top three of a certain topic and then the bottom three of a certain topic. We cannot pick the same thing.
And then we eat those things.
Week, Cause is going to pick the topic, mostly because I can't think of one. Cause, what's the topic?
Candy. I wanted to do candy. I've been thinking about it all week.
All right.
I've been thinking about it all fucking week.
Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, damn. I should start preparing. Are we doing
just look
like
up, honestly, right now, just so we
non-chocolate?
remember it all, look up top 100 candies, just so that we have a full, because I know, obviously, you could look up, like whatever, like you could think of candy, but I want it to be pretty accurate. So just look up, get a glimpse. We could cut this part out if you want to glance through it real quick.
No, I'm good. I'm ready whenever.
Oh, you're ready to fly, just like that.
I'm ready. Yep.
All right. Can I go first?
Yep.
Are we starting with top?
Yep.
Skittles.
Fuck.
There's never a day in my life. I have heard from multiple different sources, like health professionals, saying Skittles are the worst thing you could put into your body. I heard it that day and drove to Walgreens. I fucking love them. I will. Oh God, I love them. I wish. When I would see those commercials, of the Skittles, where like they would touch somebody and they would turn into like all Skittles, and they would start like eating their eyebrows that were Skittles. I was like, God, I wish that would happen to somebody I knew, because I'd love to just eat Skittles off of them. Not like that. Not like that. Not like that.
Yeah.
But just, you get it. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I was just saying.
All right. Yeah, that was going to be my number one, but
yeah, fuck. I knew it was. I had a feeling. That's why I want to go first.
I still think this is acceptable. I'm going to go watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
Watermelon
Sour
Interesting.
Patch Kids, yeah.
Interesting. For your number one.
For my number one.
Above everything else.
Above everything else. Dude,
Okay.
You're definitely alone on this. You don't like them?
No, they're good. Like, if you put them at 3, I would be like, I wouldn't agree, but I'd let it slide. But one's crazy. One is
Okay.
One is
what's your number two then? What's your number two? Let me guess. Whoppers, you freak.
Whoppers.
Almond Joy, weirdo.
My sister loves Almond Joy, and I tell her all the time. I go, listen, eat those when you're in the nursing home, not now. I go, listen, eat it in the nursing home, not now. All right. Oh, fuck. This is so difficult because there's so many good candies, as we all know.
I know. I'm struggling with these bottom two.
Oh, fuck. I think I have to go with like maybe like a No, I don't want to say that. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go Starburst.
Damn it, dude! You're
I'm gonna go
taking all the
Starburst.
good
I'm
non-chocolate
gonna go
ones.
Starburst. I'm honestly most of my top list will be all non-chocolate.
Okay,
I'm not a big chocolate guy.
In that case, for my number 2, I'm gonna go Swedish Fish.
Another crazy opinion.
Damn,
I'm sorry.
dude, really?
Another crazy opinion, dude. Swedish Fish? They haven't changed their logo in 300 years.
Yeah, because they don't have to, because they're superior.
I get it, but I don't think they've changed anything in 300 years. There's probably still some shit in there that shouldn't be.
That's why they're so good. There's cocaine in there, man.
Dude, I mean, I guess. That's crazy. All right, anyways. Number 3. Maybe something hard and thick to suck on. Not what I meant.
I got you, baby girl.
This might be hot take. Wait. Fuck. Does Hubba Bubba doesn't count, does it?
It counts.
It does?
It's no gum, actually.
Okay,
No
it
gum.
doesn't count. All right, that's fair. No, that's fair. I'm gonna go Lemonheads. I don't care. I know it's a hot take, and I know a lot of people don't like them. I used to, when I was a kid, I used to chipmunk that shit. My dad would give me a box. I wouldn't eat. He would go one at a time, and I would go, and I would sit in the back
I like
seat.
them, but top
my
3
jaws-
over all the other options.
My jaws filled to the brim. Actually, now that I might actually go out after this and go get some fucking Lemonheads because I haven't had them in probably years. And I just remembered how fucking good they were. And I'm gonna go to Walgreens
you're gonna text me after this and be like, dude, these suck. I don't know why I put these in.
No, they're so good. They are, dude. The lemon, the zest. Oh my god, the flavor. Whoever started that, I'd love to give you a blowjob. All right, maybe not. Maybe that was a little bit too far. But fantastic candy. Congratulations to whoever invented that because they're wonderful.
All right. Well, my number 3, it was a toss-up.
By the way,
it was a toss-up.
Really quick before you say this, your camera has not shut off, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Knock on
I've
wood.
been looking up every once in a while. Not even overheating yet.
Yeah, I told you. It must have been that last setting change that we did.
I don't remember what that was that we even did.
I don't know, but don't touch your settings, okay? Don't touch
I don't think we changed anything from the last episode. I think here's the battery. Here's the battery. I'm using
Bingo, bango, bongo beans.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
So my number 3, it was a toss-up. I was considering doing Mike and Ike's, but I'll leave that as a
I considered that as well. That's crazy you said that. I considered it, but I said Lemonheads over it.
Okay, yeah, I was considering doing that, but I'm leaving it as an honorable mention because I can't believe this didn't get in your top 3, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
That's a fire choice. Fire choice. Still would have left it out of my top 3.
Okay. All right.
Top 5? No doubt. Top 5 every single day of the week.
Okay.
Not my top 3.
Okay. You want to start us off with bottom?
Absolutely. Number 1, black licorice. The worst.
Fuck. Dude, you keep
I don't even
taking my
know.
number.
Black licorice, my grandpa, fucking loves it to death. I didn't even know there were people like that. He he'll go out of his way at the store to find it. Insane. It's disgusting. It's that's probably the only candy that I've ever put in my mouth and had to spit out. Didn't
It's like
finish.
a windshield wiper, or what I imagine a windshield wiper would taste
It
like.
tastes
Or
like
the black squiggly lines on roads. That's what it tastes like.
I
did a full YouTube video ranting about black licorice.
I was just about to say it tastes exactly like somebody put skid marks on asphalt and then pissed on it and then put that into a Twizzler.
Yeah, terrible. Man, I wanted to put that as mine, but
honestly, it's so bad. I will let you do it. We'll say as an honorable mention for yours, black licorice. But go ahead.
Okay, I'll say this. I don't know. You tell me if this counts. What the fuck is it called? Those jelly beans that some of them are puke flavored and shit.
I'll let it. Yeah. Okay.
What is
All
it
right.
called again?
I don't know.
I'm
The
just gonna
fact that
search
somebody even
gross.
thought that up and was like, whoever had to taste test that, they've been paid well.
Bean Boozled, the Bean Boozled jelly.
There you
Dude,
go.
it's,
You're right.
oh my god. It's the Jelly Belly, like the actual jelly, the Jelly Bean Company.
Yeah.
That's who makes the game Bean Boozled. They purposely, that's disgusting. No,
Wow.
that, I'm going to do like all those flavors. Like there's like grass, puke, toothpaste.
Yeah, that's
dog food.
great pick. Absolutely great pick.
I'll go with that Bean Boozled pack. Because I think the
Okay.
bad overlaps, or like the bad weighs out the good by a lot.
Okay.
Like it does a lot worse. So Bean Boozled jelly beans is my worst.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'm thinking now. Because I know I said I don't like chocolate. Like I'm not a huge I like chocolate, obviously. If you don't like chocolate, you're a serial killer. But I just don't love it. So like I can't put chocolate things like in my bottom half because I still like the things, but fuck. Worst candies I've ever had. What's that? What are those things where Peeps? I fucking hate those things.
Oh, come on. You're one of those? Dude, Peeps
They
are fire.
suck. I like what sucks about them too for me is that I will admit the first bite that I was taking one, I'm like for like 3 seconds, I'm like, this is pretty fucking good. And then it tastes like styrofoam and rubber.
All right, if we're gonna go with this marshmallow type of category, I'm gonna go with circus peanuts.
That's
You
not
don't
a
know
candy.
what those are? It is. It's a marshmallow candy.
Oh, those? Oh my God,
Yes.
those are fucking rancid. No, that's absolutely. I thought you were like peanuts. I'm like, do you even understand the game? Like, I was like,
No,
what?
they're called circus. There's that like disgusting marshmallow peanut candy.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but my first thought, I was like, peanuts? Is he fucking stupid?
Yeah, so that's my number 2.
Oh,
and we go number 1 last, right? Or no? Are we going 1 to 3 or 3 to 1?
Oh, were we doing that?
Let's go 1 to 3 because
black licorice was my number.
Yeah, that's
one.
my number. Yeah, that's number 1. Yeah, we'll do 1 to 3.
Okay. All right. Shit, for the worst candy. This is tough because like I don't know if I've ever.
It's third worst.
I know, but I'm just thinking like I feel like I already got like the top 2 for me like out of the way. But I'm gonna have to say, I know a lot of people don't like candy corn, but I do, so I can't say that.
Yep, I can't either.
Good and plenty.
I don't even know what that tastes like. It's just a fucking dumb
I had
name.
one a while ago, and I was like, "This is terrible," and I've had enough. I don't want good and plenty.
All right, that's acceptable.
I'll cut it in post. Sorry, that was cheesy. I'll cut it in post.
I was going to go with Milk Duds, but I'm not going to anymore. Milk
that bad. Like I could swallow one.
I think
but
it's
I'm not
half
gonna
because of the name. I think it's half because of the name. Pick a different name. Milk Dud. Dud is disgusting.
Yeah,
Milk is
maybe
disgusting.
like
stop.
Yeah, just ugh.
But I'm gonna go with wax lips. Have you seen those? Look up wax lips.
Yeah, where do you buy that? At your local erotic store?
It does sound like that, but no, it's a candy, but it's literally wax, and you like suck on it, and it's disgusting, and it's stupid and gross looking, and everything about it is disgusting. But it's
hey baby, let me suck those wax lips. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
wax lips are the common name.
If I want some good lips, I'll use yours. You know.
I thought you were going to say something else, and I was going to leave it in regardless. They're flavored food grade paraffin wax, molded to resemble. Listen, the only wax that I should ever enjoy is in a candle.
Yes, or wax melts, which I don't.
Maybe
really
out of a
understand.
dab pen, but anyways. I know for a fact somebody was listening and was like, wait, there's wax in a dab pen. And they were like, he gets it. He gets it. He knows.
We just got another 5-star review for that. Thanks, cuz. Good work. Speaking of,
all
though,
the stoners are like, that's what's up.
that is it for today's Rabbit Hole podcast. Cause, do you want to finish us off? You're good at this.
Yeah, sure. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram follow, YouTube. You better follow that shit. Leave a comment, like it, share with a friend, share with your grandmother, share it with the macaw who lives next door and squawks too much. Share, 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 rate, 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 review, review, review. Apple specifically, Spotify even better. You could review on Amazon and Google Play, but we don't give a fuck. I'm sorry to say it. If you do listen on Google Play or Amazon or like tune.io or some shit.
Yeah, maybe consider something else.
Yeah, maybe consider waking up from 2005. Yeah, I don't know what to say to you if you're not listening on Spotify, Apple, or at least Amazon. Don't know what's going on in your life. I hope everything is well, but it doesn't sound like it is. I hope things get better for you. Maybe call a therapist.
Cause and I know some good ones from experience. So
yeah, I know some couple great ones, and I know a couple other of them that are very, very terrible and horrible at their job. So
us included, we can coach you through whatever you're going through.
If you want a horrible therapist, listen, my DMs are open.
Yep.
If you think you're already on the brink, I will send you further. So do not message me.
Sending a lot of mixed signals, man.
No, yeah, I'm not. And I'm not saying I would send you to the brink on purpose. I'm just saying that I've been to the brink and I will probably take myself there with you. So let's not.
My dog's barking. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Euthanize that thing. Anyways.
Later.
That was so mean.
From you. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm cutting that out.
Let her keep barking. I'm
cutting that out.